Welcome to Essex, home to 3 cities, 2 major airports, universities, ports, shopping centres and countless green spaces with a 350-mile-long coastline. This county is thriving with opportunity. At county level, 3 centres of local governments are responsible to the services of people and local businesses within this great county. And this film looks at the work of the VVU within the Essex County Council's administrative area. From urban centres to rural villages, the young people who live within Essex are able to access a range of experiences. Good schools and colleges, youth groups, outdoor adventures, sports, arts and entertainment and leisure. But for some young people, we know that in today's society there can be challenges. Through the VVU's listening project, we spoke to Essex's young people and they said while they genuinely feel safe out socialising, this changes at night. So what can we do to help and what else did they tell us? More police officers on the streets, better lighting in darker areas of town and more places for our young people to go to with more activities in place and trusted adults they can talk to. For the VVU, this is just the beginning of how we support Essex. We research, pore over testimonies, evidence, data, then collaborate with partner organisations and local community groups to help support these developments. Tackling these challenges requires a collaboration with vital initiatives. CARA provides counselling and play therapy for children and young people who have been victims of sexual violence, supporting children and their families to heal.
In the time I've been at CARA, so since 2015, we'd seen the demand for our services quadruple. So we have a team of 5 young persons practitioners and the VVU grant supports 3 days a week of one of our young persons practitioners' time.
Just helping them progress in their lives and getting them to a place where they can achieve what they want to achieve. I think that's the most important thing.
If the young person doesn't get the support they need in a timely way as soon as they disclose what's happened, that can go on to lead to sort of lifelong issues. When they leave, we can see quite dramatic differences in the young people as they go out in the world feeling much more confident, being absolutely sure that what happened to them wasn't their fault.
Kids Inspire continues its vital work in healing connections and offering support and care for those affected by the turmoil of violence.
Well, we have helped tens of thousands of children. We know that we have made a huge, long-lasting difference to lots of children and their whole families. VVU's helped us make a difference because it's one of the funding pots that recognises the importance of involving the family. We've been able to engage our parents and carers, and that's where we've had the outcomes. So we've been able to help children who are beginning to explore what crime looks like, getting involved in gangs, becoming violent, and quite often they're disengaged from school, they're disengaged from their peers, and they're disengaged from their families. And the work that we do is help to create and build those connections again. And just helping parents who feel quite lost. They don't know what to do. They don't know how to get their children back. So giving them the confidence to be able to parent again.
And the Wilderness Foundation stands out in its unique approach, utilising the therapeutic power of nature to heal and empower.
We bring a sense of respect and care to people who are often very vulnerable and who haven't had huge amounts of care. But what we also bring them is nature. So for many people, they don't access nature in the way that we do. So we play, we get muddy, we connect with trees. Sounds very fluffy, but it's actually giving people a sense of place where they can be calm and feel understood and where they can be themselves. We are always going to be working in partnership with people like the VVU, where we're helping them do the work they need on the ground and they're helping us facilitate the funding to be able to make that happen.
The Essex Boys and Girls Club educating young men and women to help them achieve their physical, mental and spiritual potential.
If you've got a young person who's hanging around with the wrong people, who's getting up to all sorts of mischief, they're going to be easily led. Having this kind of funding in this kind of area is massive, absolutely massive for these young people's lives. And it's just having someone to talk to, someone that will listen. That's the key of youth work. It takes money, it takes volunteers, it takes people caring about the community. I just hope they all do well. I hope they find a bit of direction in life and they don't end up wasting time.
In the past year, the VVU has supported more than 48,000 children and young people across Essex. Since 2019, we've invested more than £7 million in community support and interventions. Key programmes include the Reroute programme, helping those arrested for violence and drug possession, and the Listening Project, which has had direct conversations with more than 1,500 young people to improve their safety and tackle youth violence. Last year, an incredible 1.6 million was directed towards targeted interventions based on these conversations. Our dedication to this community remains resolute, and we will persist in attentively hearing the aspirations and ambitions of the young people in Essex, actively contributing to the growth of this vibrant community.